All right, looks like I am live. Hello, everybody. My name is Daryl Mesa. So, this session, we're going to be talking about project manager AI agents or project management AI agents. We always post on LinkedIn about the good, the bad, and the ugly of AI agents, but does anybody know how to build one besides going into Copilot and ChatGPT and Gemini and all those other frontier models? So, the agent method was has been around for quite some time. Actually, it's been around about 6 months after GPT came out. And what you're seeing on my screen is an open repository called Crew AI. Crew AI has been around for already 2 years already, and I picked up their open source code, and I've been using them ever since 2 years ago to build agents or to build chatbots at the time. And 2 years ago, actually also 1 year ago, if you're talking about an AI agent, you are considered crazy in the head. Nobody was entertaining that concept. Nobody even wanted to hear that concept because now we're living in that concept now, and everyone's still worried about their jobs being lost. But this session here right now is to give you a full live demonstration or build out of how to build an AI agent using open source platforms just like Crew AI. There are other platforms besides Crew AI. There is Pydantic, there's Agno, there's some other ones that pop up almost every week. So my goal is to always try to stay ahead with AI and to always find what's the better, or not the better, but the sophisticated open source AI repository that I can use to actually have a Jarvis like AI agent for me. Like I said, I don't do this just for show or attention, but I'm trying to have a personal executive assistant for me because I have PTSD and I don't understand PTSD yet. I'm living it day by day. In fact, living in this house with a three-story house, it triggers me. Um, just as, yeah, the whole thing triggers me from going up the stairs to the kitchen, walking around. So to give you that perspective of why it triggers me, the movie Black Hawk Down is a similar or realistic depiction of what I go through every day, having PTSD. So I know PTSD is overrated. You know, everyone says I got PTSD, but I wish I never had one. Have one actually. If you want it, please, I can give it to you with all with no hesitation. I don't want it at all. So the reason why I've been doing AI or why I AI, like I said, I can't sleep, I can't focus. One of my mentors once told me that my mind is everywhere. It's like going around in circles. I would touch one project, I wouldn't finish that project. I would jump to another project, I wouldn't finish that project, and yada yada yada. So that's what got me to go see the VA and ask for help. Because when I got out of the Marine Corps, I pretty much dropped everything, and I'm like, I'm done with the Marine Corps. I'm done with the service. I'm done. So I didn't have that. I was too stubborn, if you put it that way. But with me having that condition, I, I, I keep learning. So it's really hard to turn it off. So throughout the 2 years I've been using AI agents, they're still not as sophisticated as it should be, as the media tells it actually is. And I'm going to show you how to build one, and I'm going to show you how to build one on a specific domain, and that domain is project management. And even at that domain, it's still not as sophisticated as that AI agent being able to think like you, to have your back, to say, hey, you missed a word on a Word document. Hey, you missed this. Hey, do you want me to plan your schedule for you? I can open up Microsoft Project and analyze the data for you. I won't do anything for on the data, but I can help. I can give you that assistance. and that's my focus. I'm not focusing on replacing me or anybody, any human being. I just want that assistance, that being able to enhance myself, augment myself in that way. So let's get right to it. Sorry for all that mumbo jumbo. I try to keep that down to a minimum because time is precious. So we're going to be using Crew AI, and like I said, I started using Crew AI with my with GitHub, and built this about a year ago. And my journey started using agents to create a virtual PMO. I know all you project managers are scared, you know, are worried. Right now, you don't have to be worried. You just gotta put your best foot forward and learn about AI. And then you'll be able to understand the concept between working alongside AI, not just having that fear of it. Um, I'm not here to tell you that AI agents are the blue pill to everything. I'm not here to tell you that agents will take over your job or give you the next $1 million ticket. I'm just here to show you the reality of where agents are. So we're not going to use my virtual co-partner, Mr. Augment here. We'll keep him to a minimum, and the goal is to is for me personally to show where I'm at as far as my learning process. If I can independently cut AI at some point, because I'm finding it that I'm always attracted to AI. I'm always going to AI. I'm always asking instead of Alexa. I used to ask Alexa, which Alexa is still dumb. Same with Siri, uh, Apple, Amazon. I hope you fix it. But even at that, and out of the three, I'm always asking AI to get information for me, to get information, not physically do tasks, but to get information for me. So let's try and break that. In my That's my personal goal, is to try and keep the learning process in tune and keep going at the same time, because I'm trying so hard not to depend on AI. And I know it's a self-induced, bad habit, but hey, we're human. So we're gonna scroll down here to, and I know it might be too small, so All right, now that's done. Let's go back to install UV. So install that. UV tool install Crew AI. So what we're doing, like I said, we're just installing the source code onto this directory before we start to build our agents or our crew. And Crew AI, they are using UVcorn, so it's pretty updated with the dependencies. So the session that I did with the debate calculator, um, I did one offline using Crew AI to try to debate against each other, and still cannot tell me no or debate. The debate can't last longer than 30 seconds. So trying to have an actual real debate with these agents. Go back in here. So we did not have any issues. So everything installed just correctly. So let's go back in here. To verify Crew AI is installed, run UV2 list. Let's give that a shot. And it's successful. So let's go back in here. You should see what you did. If you need to update Crew AI, let's go ahead and do that just in case. Keep it updated. All right, so now that that's updated, let's create a Crew AI project. So running Crew AI using the CLI command, which is what you saw there earlier. So let's create a crew. So let's do a project management office crew. So in order to build that, we would have to erase that template and put PMO crew, press enter. So what it's going to do now is it's going to create a new directory in this left side panel on here. As it's doing its magic, the source code of Crew AI has a lot of pretty interesting stuff to actually go through and build an actual AI agent. So right now it's telling us we have to select a provider. So OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, NVIDIA, Grok, Hugging Face, Olama, Watson, Bedrock, Azure, Cerebrus, Samba Nova, and other. So as you see here, you have all the main players in the AI movement. So it's pretty legit open source repo to try out. So let's would love to use Watson, but I don't have my API key on hand. So we'll just use OpenAI. So we'll just click number one, select the model used for OpenAI. Let's do GPT Nano. So we'll do number 4. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to put this on this side so that way you won't have to see my API key, and GitHub won't come after me. No. All right. So almost there, guys. Sorry. Like I said, I try to do these sessions no scripted. Um, that way I can practice on articulating AI and my communication skills. All right, so I added. Oh darn. Okay, YouTube, if you're watching, I will take care of that. My bad. Darn, I gotta change my API key now. So this is bad, guys. So when you're doing YouTube videos or presenting, make sure you don't have your OpenAI AI key exposed. So I will change that after this video. So good luck in trying to use that API key. So let's move on. And we're gonna minimize that, and we're going to check if it actually built out my crew, and which it did. So as you see here, which that might be too small, but right now it built out a crew, and guys. I apologize for all that noise. Okay, so going back to the directory structure, it provided me the basics of the directory structure. So I'm just opening it up right now to show what it actually built out. So it built out a cache main folder. My apologies. It built out a knowledge folder. It also built out a configuration folder, which gives me the control of revising these two .yaml files to use different types of agents or make agents, if you put it that way. So right now, out of the box are a researcher agent, a reporting analyst agent. So the researcher does latest developments in a specific topic, and then it's tasked with going through the internet and giving an output in 10 bullet points of the most relevant information about that specific topic we give it. The reporting agent is tasked with providing reports based on data and research findings. So these two agents will collaborate together to accomplish their task. And then you have custom tools where you can actually develop tools, meaning they can go into Excel, they can go into the PDFs, they can do RAG, they can do a lot of things. And we can go back to the website to actually show what each tool and function that agent can do. From there, they have a test folder, and then we have a .env file, which stores the API key, which I'll be changing after our session. Then it provides a PMO crew, which we have to revise. And the PMO crew is built off of Crew AI, and it gives you a basic template to build from. So you can actually take this entire directory, which is a PMO crew, and actually use it in other areas of where you're trying to incorporate AI. and having a, like I said, a virtual PMO. So let's build out our agents. So using the agents.yaml, we'll go into the readme dot file and let's follow the installation. So we did this already. And we did this already. So let's show a demonstration of it working. So we'll go into the terminal and we would have to CD or direct ourselves into this main folder right here, which is PMO crew. So the path right here is we are inside crew AI -main. So now let's go into PMO crew. And then we can do create run. So we're not going to tweak any of the code in here. We're just going to let it run to see if it actually works. So what you're going to see next is the collaboration dialogue between the two agents, which is the research agent and the reports agent. From what I remember. So it's working. So good progress. It's building. Okay. So it has about 75 packages, and it's pretty much hefty. You have Docker, LangChain, and embed chain, watch files, Cohere, Anthropic. Interesting. So, like I said, you can use Create to build almost any type of AI agent. If you want to have an AI agent that is for emails, you can build directly inside that open source structure. If you want to use Create for documentation or RAG, you can use that as well. But it's pretty sophisticated, but not ready for real world scenarios just yet, in my opinion. And that's what my intent is, to incorporate Crew AI into this chat interface box locally and having it pre-installed locally onto this chat interface instead of using an IDE or actually going into the web to actually use the AI or Crew AI. So about 55 out of 75, so we're almost there. So as of right now, it's working, so we're in the right track. And without my virtual partner in crime. So 15 more packages. So once that's done, let's go into the main crew, main.py, and show you what it's actually going to do. So what it's going to be doing is it's giving a topic out of the box called AI LLMs, and it's going to search the internet to give us the latest events on AI large language models. 67 packages already installed, 33 minutes in the session, so we are doing good. All right. Warning, failed to Harling files. Falling back to full copy. This may lead to degraded performance. So now we're installing more packages. All right, one more. It's installing pandas. All right now it's indexing. So set that finish. So as that's doing its thing, let's go in here to the website, and it's easier to look at on a small screen. So when you visit docs.crewai.com, you'll be directed to the actual documentation, and that's where you can actually install step by step the CrewAI directory. So let's go down into the guides. So evaluating crews, use case for CrewAI. And so, like I said, the framework is more of building towards an AI agent that can work virtually alongside you. And what they're trying to do is using different types of methods like function calling, customized tools, being able to connect to different APIs and so forth. So it's getting updated almost every day or every week. So it follows the basic business techniques, if you put it that way. So you have the collaboration between other agents, just like how we collaborate together in that way. So building our first crew, that's what we're actually doing, and which we actually did. So here is the interface right now, not but in a terminal. All right, so we got 2 failed. Okay, so now we need to install UVcorn again, it looks like, just by going in here and looking through the errors, because I was trying to run UV. So let's try going back to the requirements. So it almost worked. We just gotta install more. So let's go back into the website and go to installation. So let's run that again. Double tap it. And close. Close out CLion. CLion is heavy on the desktop screen, or it's a big program, so it slows down the performance of the screen. So go here, go into the terminal, and we gotta CD into PMO crew. CD, PMO crew. Oh, sorry, crew AI dash main. What did I miss? Oh, CD PMO crew. Oh, okay, misspelled. Underscore crew. All right, we're on the right track. So CD crew AI dash main, and then CPMO underscore crew, and then let's paste that command. So since we installed crew AI in the beginning and we created another crew, this crew does not have the base installation that we did earlier. So that's why it probably did not work. So let's go back in here and apply those steps. So we got that working. So let's do that. UV tool install crew AI. Okay, so that's telling me it's installed. So since we've done this already, let's move past that. We already created our crew. So before you run your crew, let's do crew in AI install. So this is not vibe coding, folks. So trying so hard not to vibe code. So now that we've done crew AI install, let's go back in here. Let's add this or install this just in case. And we're going to install UV add, and then the package name. Never mind. We'll just go and we'll run the crew to see if it's working. So once we find out if it's working, we'll go back in there and then we'll change the agents.yaml and the task.yaml, and then we'll revise the .py files to build our first PMO crew using only 2 AI agents. All right, we're on the right track. It started up right. Oh, tracebacks. Don't love those things. So now we got 1, 2 tracebacks so far. 3 tracebacks so far. You know what? F it. I'm gonna vibe code. Go ahead, folks. Throw darts at me, but the tool's there for me to use, so you can't stop me. Please fix these errors for me. Probably lost so many people watching now because I'm like, yeah, he's vibe coding against the law. I'm not gonna hire him. He vibe codes, dude. It's there in my thing right here, dude. You want me to not use it? Okay, so on the right track. So let's try this again. Hopefully, Augment has my back. And I'm still skeptical on that. But we'll see. Running the crew.
No.
So one thing also, when you go in and fix these traceback errors, you could do what I just did, or you can actually close it out and CD back into the file itself. All right, so we are money right now. So it's working. As you see right here, I know it's in the terminal, and I know it's not customer viewable, but this is the back end of Crew AI. So AI, large language models, senior data researcher. Apologize again. Sorry, guys. So, as you see here, the PMO crew functionality is working. As you see here, the senior data researcher is providing the most accurate information. Well, I haven't fact checked it yet. We still got to do human in the loop for these things. So, I just wanted to show that it actually can work just by creating your own crew. You see right here, now you have the reporting analyst giving its report, and then you have the final answer right here, which is AI large language models landscape, in-depth analysis. So provided the entire reports. And then once they collaborate together, so apologize for scrolling back up. So throughout the process of their collaboration, you'll be able to see both agents talking to each other. So not like what you saw earlier. It would actually provide the dialogue of what they're thinking and how they grab the information to get to this final answer. So this is just more just to demonstrate that crew AI can actually run, or PMO crew can actually run. So once they collaborate, each agent gives their final answer to that task, and then they provide one answer based off their collaboration. And you're going to see that as we scroll down here with a final executed answer based upon those two AI agents collaborating. And that's the end of the demo. So let's clear that out, and we will revise it without using my partner in crime. So let's do project management. And then we can do senior PM, senior project manager. Uncover cutting edge developments in, let's give it a goal of uncovering developments in project management. Keep it simple. Okay. You are a seasoned project manager. With a knock of uncovering the latest developments in project management. Known for your ability to find the most relevant information and present and present it in a clear and concise manner. Okay, so sounds about right. So let's do project controls. And let's do project controller. We're not going to give it a level, so we'll just do project control analyst. Create detailed reports based on project controls, data and analysis and research findings. Let's do cost, schedule, and risk findings. You're a meticulous analyst with a keen eye for detail. Let's add project control. Let's keep it detail. You're known for your ability to turn complex project management data into clear and concise project management reports, making it easy for others to understand and act on the information you provide. So let's save that. And now we're going to assign the task. So we're going to go on to tasks here. So create a thorough research about. So let's do create a thorough project status report for project management. Make sure you find any interesting and relevant information given in the current year as of. 2005. A list with 10 bullet points of the most relevant information about project management. Let's change that to Senior Project Manager. Okay, so now we're going to the reporting task. So let's change that to Senior Project Manager task. All right. And let's change the task to Project Control Analyst. We may have to go back and lowercase these letters, but we'll see. Okay, so description, review the context you got, and expand each topic into a full section of a project report. Project controls report, make sure the report is detailed and contains all relevant information. A fully fledged report with the main topics, each with a full section of information formatted as markdown without yada yada yada. All right, so let's go back and copy the role, which is the project controls analyst. Replace the agent. And we might have to do the underscores too. Try it here. All right, we'll save that. Custom tool. Let's see. Description of the argument, name of my tools. We're not going to use any tools for this for now. Go under the crew and we'll change some areas in here. So what we need to do is align the previous agent that was named researcher and reporting analyst to the current agent, which is senior project manager and project control analyst. So let's do look up here. We're good to go here. It's still at minimal, but my goal, like I said, is to always have 0 errors. All right. And then change the reporting analyst to project controls. Okay. That's good. So we got both agents. Oh, we still got to change this one right here to make it senior project manager. Okay. Agent configure verbals. Okay, that's good. Same thing, but I replace the O to the mu. All right. So same thing here with the def. Which, let's see what that was. Let's go back in here to task. So let's see. Senior project manager. Oh. Might have to lowercase that those letters, but we'll see. Okay. Now we'll go on tab. Same thing here. Change it to the project controls task. Same thing. Okay. Undo. So okay. So report.md. So got everything changed. Save all. So we still got that squiggly line. So something is off. So that means we have to go in here and find out what's off. And it's this guy, these guys right here. So it's most likely the lowercase. So let's do lowercase this, lowercase the P, lowercase the M. The same thing here. No. Okay. We might have to do the same thing here with the agent name. All right. So we're still getting the red. So let's update the code. For some reason it doesn't like uppercase, so I gotta put them on lowercase. Same thing here. All right, so we're still on the red right here. So something is off. Let me save. So something is off here. So what am I missing? Senior project manager task, project control analyst task. Back here into the task. That's what we're doing wrong. So we do not change the senior project manager role and then the project controls role agents. Save all. So have everything on lowercase. That's still in red. So what am I doing? So agent task. Okay, so let's do bring up a tool that I built that can tell me what that is. So right now we're still 20 errors. And that's the volume, this one here. So that's good. So let's go into the project. Okay, everything is good. Let's check the knowledge. All right, so right click on it and we'll see what we could do within the features here to see if we can. So it's telling me to add a global statement. So you can. Okay, so let's do create a new Scratch file from selection, adjust coding styles. Let's try this. So you'll do it. Nah, that didn't do it. Save it just in case. Senior project manager task. Did I put tasks? Okay, they look good. What am I missing? So here's the project. Here's the second agent's task. So config. So we didn't add any output because the senior project manager is more like the base agent. So most likely I may have to reinstall. Let's do save all and close everything out here. We'll go into the terminal. And let's see back in since I changed the crew and the crew name and the tasks. So let's make sure the main.py file is also in good health, which it is. Okay, so I gotta reinstall Crew AI again. The reason why is because we revised the code base, so we'd have to reinstall it again to put those dependencies back on. CD virtual PMO, so CD Crew AI main. Oh, darn it. PMO crew. Then CD Crew AI main. PMO crew. And then CD PMO underscore crew, and then we'll install Crew AI. So the agents are, the first agent or crew is a senior project manager. The second crew or agent is a project controls analyst. And they are tasked to do two tasks. The senior project manager task is going to provide a project status report for project management in the year 2025. It's going to give it to me in 10 bullet points. The project control analyst is going to do pretty much the same thing, but more for project controls. So let's install, let's do crew A. We're at crew run. See where I'm at with that. So let's try running it. Oh, might be the subject. Got to change the subject in the main.py file. Yeah, so let's see if it does go through the process and see where it actually does not work. About hour in. Yep, main.py file. So let's change that to project status report, or yeah, project management office. Let's do that. Save all. Scroll up here, see where we're at, if we can need to change anything. Oh, there it is. So I change that to project management office. Change that. Save. So now the topic is project management office, which we got to go back in here and fix the topic. Oh, project management office. We'll leave that alone. And we'll go into the tasks. Keep that as is. All right, so somewhere here is still wrong. Senior project manager task. Oh. So let's go into the problems area and look for that. So if you go into the code base in here, or the file, and if you click on the line number 42, you're able to scroll down here and look where it may be at. So I may have to renew. Oh boy, it froze up on me. All right, well, it's about an hour and 13 minutes on a Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you get the gist of building an AI agent project management crew. Like I showed you here, using the agents.yaml and tasks.yaml. We just, manually went in there and typed out the role, the description, and gave it a task. So this is still frozen. I'm just probably going to end the session and continue on later. But yeah, thank you for watching and thank you for staying. I'm glad we got to walk through the process of creating an AI agent or a project management agent with just two agents, the senior project manager and the project control analyst at a simple project environment. But that's all for today. Have a good weekend and thank you for watching. I'll see you on my next session.